And we just love the bass groove. Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday. O'Don here in the Tri-State Traffic Show Traffic Center. Welcome to a Friday morning broadcast here. We've got about 38, 40 degrees or so here in central New Jersey and clear skies. It's slightly warmer than it was, earlier in the week. On, I guess it was Wednesday morning, it was fairly chilly. So, welcome. Happy Friday. The Tri-State Traffic Show is up and running now for this October the 21st. I believe it's already October 21st. We're only 10 days away from Halloween. Wow. And 2 weeks? I think it's 2 weeks from this Sunday. We set the clocks back. Go again with that mess, right? But anyway, again, we set the clocks back 2 weeks from Sunday. We are live here on Facebook and YouTube. Going to open up the comment section here in just a brief moment. I think we're going to head right to the Weather Center at 7:15. Greg is waiting for us there, so we'll take care of weather first. But last night, another great evening for the Yankees. Once again, Houston is a tough team. I mean, Houston is one of the best teams in the league this year. At the entire complement of 162 games, bar none from the Dodgers or for the Mets or for that matter, the Yankees. But this is where it counts. So we have game 3 coming up Saturday evening. It's a little bit earlier start. I think it's a 5:07 start, which is not a bad time to start a game. At least I think. At least you're not waiting until midnight till these games finish. So that's game 3. So the Yankees are down 2-0, and the Phillies play this evening in Philadelphia against the Padres. That's all tied up at 1. So that continues here tonight. Looks like there's probably going to be baseball for till about next Wednesday, probably Tuesday, Wednesday, depending on how series shakes out. So there we go. We've got sports wrap covered already. Let's put in our sponsor here. You know what? I'm just going to do all 4 sponsors again. These shorter shows. Again, we're only going to 8:30 once again. One, because of On New Jersey, the New Jersey Morning Show fires up again at the top of 9 o'clock. So I'm doing traffic for them. Have to reconnect and get things set up with their servers and so forth. And then 2, traffic is definitely lighter this morning than it was yesterday, just looking at the brief overview of our maps. So maybe some people are playing hooky because of the weather for today. So let's take off the banner here this morning. And let's bring in our other banner. And let's head to the Weather Center and talk to Greg. Check out this new format that the Weather Watchers have. Morning, Greg.
Okay, so for our headlines today, we have a frost advisory tonight with some beautiful fall weather this weekend. We have some rain returning this Sunday. All right, so for our commute forecast at 6:78 a.m., be on the lookout. We're going to have a frost advisory, so be on the lookout for any frost or anything else that might be on the roads. For our PM commute at 4, 5, and 6, we're looking clear and nothing really should be affected by the weather at that point. So for today's highs, we're looking at the mid-60s all around the entire tri-state area, so we're looking pretty good there. And for tonight's lows, we're going from mid-30s to lower 50s all around the tri-state area. For finally, to end off with our futurecast, you can see here that on Sunday is when we're going to be seeing some clouds and maybe some rain possible, but it's only at 50% chance, but still be on the lookout for that.
Thank you, Greg, and definitely a different way to do our forecast outside. I like that. So again, Weather Watchers still having a little bit of technical issues there in their studio. So they're still working on getting that resolved. So we thank Greg for the forecast here this morning. Again, I've got about 38 here in central Jersey in clear skies. We'll take a quick check of our observation list. We're looking at as high as 50 in LaGuardia, 46 in Central Park, 46 at Kennedy, 33 at Gabreski, and 29 in Somerville. I don't know where that reporting station in Somerville is, but frosty start. Let's check out our Bellwether 27. Monticello, Montgomery at a crisp 29. So there's definitely some frost out there in certain places, probably to the north and west, out to Bucks County, maybe even out towards the Poconos, northern Sussex County. We're going to be looking at some potential for some frost, even Allentown, is across from Easton, Allentown, Bucks County, Quakertown. Looking at temps into the upper 20s. Philadelphia at 43, fog and mist. Interesting. Okay. So there you kind of get an idea of what our temperatures are like here. We're kind of making that nice transition. Alexandra, good morning to you. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, my friend. Nice to see you here on the broadcast. We're kind of making that transition now fully into fall, if you want to call it that. All right, so let's go to our maps. We go to New Jersey first. We've got a crash in the George Washington Bridge that's coming back to New Jersey. It's the lower roadway. 46 westbound west of the Niptong Circle. 183 is shut. Emergency construction with water main on 70 East in the vicinity of Cooper Landing Road. I think there is a camera there. Not mistaken. Works. Haddonfield Road. Doing some major construction on 70. Looks like it's into the distance here. Is we're seeing water main break, but doesn't look like it's a terrible ride. And we're here on 46. Probably the 80 camera, but I doubt it sees anything. It's a nice sunrise. Look at that. That's a cool picture. Nice. Nice fall colors out here in Warren County. Right, so there it is with the Niptong Circle. So that's going to be closed along westbound 46. Back to our maps now. Parkway here, some minor it's fairly heavy 135 up to 140. I'm thinking something may have happened here just past 138. Yeah, that's kind of what it looks like. Like there may be another crash here on westbound 24 off of westbound 78. Let's go to cameras. That location got how heavy that is. If they were to turn that camera around, they probably could see what's going on there. So it's just as you approach into Springfield, right in the border there is Springfield, Milburn, and Summit. Couple of crashes here in Union County. To the north, Parkway building some more volume here into 150. West on Route 3 is really heavy at 46. Getting east of the Parkway now. It's possible something happened there as well. Yeah, it looks like there may be a crash on 46 going west through the construction. And that traffic source is back up east of the Parkway for no reason. It's pretty much a good indication that there is some sort of a collision. North Jersey 208, 17, Route 4, 23, 287, we're fine. Route 80 through Patterson is good. All the way through Rockaway, even with some of the sun glare, it's not even sun glare really is not kicked in just fully as yet, but we're doing good. 287, 78. We get out towards Route 22 here in Phillipsburg. I think there's construction they're saying. Let's go there. 73 if the camera works. It does work. Look at that westbound side just jacked up. Stiff shot right there. Hopefully they're repaving this because this is in bad shape right in here. All of this is just brutal. Falling apart. And that may be what I'm doing. Let's go to construction. And let's just separate this out. 78 both directions, Oldwick Road, shoulder close to 330. Go to Warren County. Hmm. Does not tell us a thing. They incidents go there. All right. So we widen this map up slightly. It is Central Jersey, Turnpike, Route 1, Parkway, Route 9, 195, 29, 295 were all in great shape. 70 down the shore, Parkway, Route 9, 50. Parkway, Avalon, Stonehart, Wildwood, Cape May is good. 347, 55. And then 42 and 55 is busy into 76. Southbound Turnpike is heavy as well. This is coming into, what is this, interchange 4, 3? Interchange 3. Heavy. Okay, so we'll look for that. Let's go to the city now. West Shore, Outer Ridge, Goethals, Bayonne is fine. Eastbound Expressway is heavy across Staten Island. And up across the Verrazano. Sun glare hitting in the eyes. Inbound Gowanus, normal stuff there. Now they're saying crash. Well, if there's anything there. Anything? Oh. Off on the right, zebra stripes, the shoulder. Here. So, of course, everyone has to stop and take a look at it. Now, that's not to say that there wasn't a lane blockage earlier. Let's see. And it continues to be heavy both ways at the Brooklyn Bridge. Battery Tunnel is fine. FDR north of the Williamsburg Bridge is heavy. Southbound on the BQE is heavy here. Crash on the ramp. Let's see. That in. It's moving away. Pretty sunrise out there this morning. Wow, look at that. That's a nice shot. I think find a camera that's actually looking to the east. And a camera that's actually looking to the east. Just want to see what that sunrise looks like. Successful here. No deal. No deal. Meal or no meal. Grand Central heavy at LaGuardia. South on the FDR Drive. Harlem Drive heavy at the RFK. North on the Deegan. Other spot I wanted to go to. Here. There's a wreck right there. Going up to East 138th Street. That's northbound coming towards us. This is at Willis, the heavy ride. Heavy right back to the interchange. They're crashed and it screwed up the upper level. I mean, the elevated section of your Bruckner Expressway. The horror show. It's right in here. That's why we're back to the interchange. West of the Cross Bronx is heavy. Egan, normal stuff south of the Mosholu, Bronx River Parkway, past the Bronx Zoo, northbound on the Bruckner. Getting up into the Hutch is busy as well. Throngs like Whitestone are fine. Eastern Queens, some congestion here across Island. Out to the LIE, Grand Central's heavy west, the Jackie Robinson on the outbound side. Looks like there's something else going on there. Bring that into the conversation. There's a couple cameras on the Jackie Robinson Parkway. See anything there? Here. But it is definitely heavy. I mean, this is an amazing thing that this is like Parkway. It's like you barely can even move. It's so tight there. It's crazy. More lanes here on this outside service road than there are on the actual parkway. Hmm. Okay. So we've got that to contend with. Both ways of the Van Wyck heavy into Hillside Avenue, west in the Belt is heavy passing Kennedy, north on the Cross Island. We're busy from the southern state up to the LIE. Like east now on the southern state, there may be something going on around 14, 13, 14, 14 Fletcher Avenue. Left lane is closed, so we have to go to 8 cameras. 7:30 now is our time. And we're sponsored by the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, Travels with Darley, Maximum Motor Cars, and the Shaved Cave. Right. There it is. That's for taking out 2 lanes, really, because I don't think this is a shoulder. That's a travel lane, if I'm not mistaken. It's taking out 1 and partially the second one. How heavy that? Look at that. We're just backed up with traffic here. All the way back to the Cross Island Parkway. Stiff shot there, and then west is heavy here at the Meadowbrook out to Eagle Avenue. More congestion out to 135. Northern State is fine. Some heavy, a little heavier traffic at the Searingtown Road. LIE a little congested at the connector, but really that's about it. Some more delays here at 135. Wonton, Meadowbrook, 135, 110, 106, 107. Deer Park, Side Coast, heading north of exit S1 is a little busy. LIE west here, getting into Motor Parkway, 111, that area. That's highway is busy, but Eastern Suffolk County is fine. Sunrise Highway, LIE, 5A. East on Sunrise Highway, Hampton Bay, Shinnecock Hills, Tuckahoe, Southampton, Watermill, Bridgehampton, just a lot of sun glare, a lot of delays there on Sunrise Highway. As you continue all the way out to Montauk, actually in pretty good shape. With Shore, we're fine. Go to Connecticut now. Pull up this incident page. Just delays. And again, it is lighter than what we've seen part of the week. We'll go 27 down through 11, and then from 9 on over to 5. South on the Merritt, south of 44 into about 36 or so. Let's go to the Hudson Valley now. We've got a crash 17K in Montgomery, Grove, 17 East, 32, debris in the highway, south of Hunter Street in the Highlands, 684 south of Hardscrabble Road, crash east on 17 in Goshen. Left and center lanes, 3 are blocked. right there in Orange County. But Westchester, we're fine. I'm going to put it that way. So is Rockland County. That's good. Tappan Zee, no issues there. 17 issue here. Crash in Goshen. We're fine all the way to the Beacon Bridge. Or across the bridge is good into Ludingtonville, Lake Carmel, Brewster. West on 84 is heavy here at 684 down to Golden's Bridge. That is fairly crowded this morning. Upper Westchester, Yorktown Heights, Crampon, Peekskill, Route 9. Sluggish here on the Taconic, Ossining, south of 133. Pleasantville, 100. Other than that, really not a whole lot else going on. But that's fairly heavy there on the Hutch. I'm thinking something may have happened south of 287 while we have the cameras up. Well, not showing me anything there as far as any kind of a camera that's going to be close to that delay. But we got delays here on New Jersey Transit now. Let's see what we have. 713 Hoboken arrival canceled at Suffern. 710 Montclair State departure canceled. 748 Hackettstown arrival. Northeast corridor. 719 departure from Penn is delayed because of equipment availability resulted from earlier Amtrak pedestrian strike. I'd say give yourself at least a half an hour. There's a lot of schedule changes out of Trenton, Jersey Avenue, in Penn Station. Give yourself at least 30 minutes there on the corridor. Go to the coastline. That's going to get tied up as well because it looks like, I would think, more than likely, wherever this individual was struck, it has to be where the coastline and corridor are one of the same lines there. Broadway. Hudson-Bergen light rail departure from 8th Street to Hoboken canceled because of mechanical issues. Let's go to Path now. Bring that in. Hoboken 33rd, Hoboken World Trade delayed. Resolving train with mechanical problems at Hoboken. Okay, let's go to the MTA. Hudson Yards bound 7 trains are delayed while we remove a train with a door problem from service at Court Square. The railroad is good. Metro North is going to be fine. Bring in the Hudson River crossings now on YouTube and this morning. We'll be here for a little less than an hour now till 8:30. Hudson River is about 20-25 at the George, about a half at the Lincoln, and about 25 or so, 25 to 30 at the Holland Tunnel. Even those numbers certainly are down from yesterday. Anything could be down from yesterday because that late running construction at the George, in the Bronx, in the city, it screwed up traffic for quite some time. Never really recovered. The all the way through the Jersey Morning Show. 10 o'clock. All right, so let's see where we want to go now. Back to our maps. See what else we can dial in here. Where do we want to go now? Anna, good morning. Buenos dias. Happy Friday to you, Anna. Thanks for joining us. And Connor, good morning to you, sir. Thanks for joining us as well. For Middlesex and Monmouth County, respectively. So 7:37 is our time. Now, back in New Jersey again, back to the list and just circle back. All right, so a couple things going on. So there, they finally got the 24 accident westbound. Broad Street, Milburn, vehicle fire, turnpike south of interchange 4. The shoulder is out. That is more than likely what this is here. There's no cameras, so you may want to try to jump over to 295 if possible. 295er. That or mayhem here. I had to say it's probably cleared. Yeah, I'm gonna go. It's cleared. And the Parkway though busy through the construction up to Kenilworth because there was an earlier crash there. That's gone. Getting into 140. Let's do this because maybe I can show you. Site is up. Restroom. Elastique, which is kind of shooting brake type vehicle. It's going to be GMC because now they have just introduced their electric version of the Sierra, which is essentially the Silverado. Connor says, chilly start. Yeah, a little bit out there into the upper 30s and upper 20s in some spots. Oh, come on. So again, this is essentially the electrified EV version of GMC's version of the Silverado, which is the Sierra. Well, it's almost not identical, but it's always been. But this thing's a monster. 400 miles of range and power on this thing. 754 horsepower. 785 foot-pounds of torque. That is nuts. Fast charging of up to 100 miles in 10 minutes. Fully getting there. You know, think of the first EVs like my Cadillac. Let's see. Alexandra says, loving this fall weather, my favorite time of the year. Yes, for quite a many. They enjoy this time of the year where you have to turn the air conditioner on. You can leave the windows open. Yeah, definitely a little bit of a chilly start. And then afternoon gets a little bit warmer into the mid 60s. Some places today may even get closer to 70. So another nice day on hand. Greg will have some more information on the forecast here in about 5 minutes. So traffic is fairly light around the area. So we're just going to marking some time here till we get to the weather center in 4 minutes. I'm going to show you this for all my auto enthusiasts out there. But we're getting there with the charging. 100 miles in 10 minutes. That's a lot. That's pretty quick. I mean, I don't even get Cadillac doesn't even get such a slow charging that I don't even get 40 miles within like 3 hours. This is 110 minutes. I mean, that's enough for a lot of people. I mean, a lot of folks are going to be charging this at home. But, if you were to get one of these things, 400 miles, I mean, your normal gas passenger vehicle, not that many vehicles that can go 400 miles in a tank. Just not. So, if you were doing a daily drive with this and you stopped off at one of these charging stations for 15 minutes, you have enough to continue for at least almost another half, So it's good to see that they've got that. Again, the onboard power station where that can charge other devices and things. Not even devices, can run your house. It's just a vehicle. Holy cow. 0 to 60 in less than 4.5 seconds. This thing probably weighs about I don't know what the weight is of this thing, but the Hummer weighs almost 9,000 pounds. I would imagine this and the Silverado have got to be in that. Got to be close. Got to be close to 7,500 pounds, 8,000 pounds. I don't know. That much, that much American steel, 4.5 seconds. That's crazy fast. Let's see, 19.2 kilowatt onboard AC charger for home. So that's going to be good there. Charge it on your home network. Any pictures here? Give me a 2024. I don't think you'll be able to get this to the end, like this time next year, maybe. And then the other version should come for a 25 model. See what we have here. Photography. Kind of going to like that Tesla screen with the vertical screen. I'm personally not really a fan of that. I prefer it being more horizontal in our 16:9 world that we live in with phones. And I mean, phones, when I say you turn them obviously on the side, but HD TVs and things like that, panoramic fixed glass roof. I mean, I think this thing checks off all the boxes. There's no question about that. Fortunately, this edition 1 is probably going to be close to 100 grand. But, like I've always said, very much so, big players, BMW, Mercedes, in that big luxury space and so forth. Mercedes was always the first vehicle manufacturer to introduce some of this new technology like airbags and anti-lock brakes and so forth. And then, now it's just standard equipment. I mean, granted, we're going back 30 some odd years, but, that's normally the way the auto manufacturers do this, put this stuff on the high end trims and so forth and get back their investment. And then it trickles down into something more affordable. So game changers, again, are going to be that Chevy Equinox. They can get that to market on time the way they say they're going to, even with the entry level version at $30,000. And if you can get one fully equipped for about 45, 46, again, that's a lot of money. Don't get things twisted there, but it's certainly not $100,000. And they're GM is all hard charging. The only division that I really haven't heard much from is Buick. Buick has been extremely quiet as far as what their EV plans are. And I have a feeling, just a tickle in the back of my neck, is that they are waiting to the Los Angeles Auto Show coming up into around November 17th or so, right before Thanksgiving. That's where I think you may see electrified Buick, very much same architecture coming off of the Chevy Blazer EV, same underpinnings, the whole deal. And I believe that the rumors that I heard, obviously, they've got the best name in the business for an electric vehicle called the Electra, which goes back for 60 years. But I think that may be the first time we see the Buick Electra, and then it's going to be Buick Electra blank, whatever. I don't think it's a sedan, but it's going to be an SUV of some type. So hopefully we'll see that, and hopefully at the LA Auto Show we will also see, I believe, the new Honda Accord, and maybe the Prius as well, but we'll see. Anyway, I digress. Let's go towards our weather center. Let me just get the background set up because this is vertical video here. Let's go to our friend Greg.
So for our headlines today, we have a frost advisory for tonight with some beautiful fall weather this weekend. And we have some rain returning this Sunday. With our commute forecast for the AM commute at 6, 7, 8, be on the lookout for some frost. And for the PM forecast at 4, 5, and 6, we should be clear skies, nothing affected by the weather. So for today's highs, we're saying about the mid 60s. And for tonight's lows, we're going from the mid 30s to lower 50s. And for the future cast, as you can see, we're not going to really have anything until Sunday, which is when we're going to be possibly seeing that storms coming through, those showers. And for our 7-day forecast, for today, we're going to have a high of 65 and a low of 41. And then for tomorrow, we're going to be about the same. And Sunday is when we're going to see that risk of showers at 50%. And then through the rest of the week, we're looking pretty good until Wednesday when we have that 30% chance of rain again. All right, back to you, Don.
Thanks, Greg. Nice job there in the Weather Center. So we'll have a last and final check of the forecast at 8:15. So once again, just having a little bit of trouble with their gear. So I appreciate the big effort that the weather watchers are doing to get the forecast over to us. So this half hour, or the show really is sponsored by, I'm going to quickly go through the sponsors, and I have to take a very quick break myself, and then I'll be back. Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery, 22 North Avenue in Cranford, New Jersey. 908-272-3000 is the phone number for some of the best ice cream in the land. Go talk to our buddy Ralph. Head to his website, CranfordVanillaBeanCreamery.com, and follow him on Facebook at Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery. We'll have the latest flavors there. He still has the fall flavors, the Oreo pumpkin, pumpkin spice, cinnamon crumb, apple cider donut. I was actually over at Dryer Farm Market, and he's selling the apple cider donuts from the donuts that's made right there at the farm stand. So great stuff. That apple cider donut ice cream is awesome. So check them out. Tell me you saw it on the Tri-State Traffic Show. We're also sponsored by Travels with Darley this morning. Darley-Newman.com. Wonderful travel program on PBS Grade, Amazon Prime, Wonder Animation TV's journey. Head to her website, Darley-Newman.com, for more information. A great program there, and really what she focuses on is that local angle in every destination. And season 10 is set to drop in January. We're also sponsored by Maxim Motor Cars, 973-620-9060 in Dover, New Jersey, 303 West Clinton Street. Head over here to his website, MaximMotorCarsLLC.com, for more information about, getting a quality used vehicle. Again, we started talking about $100,000 Sierra EV, but these are much, much, much more affordable than that. So check out the inventory here on the website. Talk to my buddy Nick. 973-620-9060 is the phone number. And also sponsored by, last but not least, the Shave Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey. Head to their Facebook page for more information. Give them a call at 908-325-6283. Follow my guy Omar on Instagram at ChopGod, CHOPGODD. That's the gentleman in the middle. Alex is the owner proprietor of the Shaved Cave since 2022 in their second season. It's a classic barbershop with a modern feel to it. For your hot towel shaves, for your fades, and everything in between. So the Shave Cave, 1471 Raritan Road in Clark, New Jersey, proud sponsor of the Tri-State Traffic Show. All right, so I'm going to leave the map up here for just a couple of moments, kind of get a snapshot there. Let me open up the comments very quickly. Auntie Anna, thanks, Weather Watchers. Great job. Absolutely. I completely, wholeheartedly agree with you, Anna. A very quick break, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, we are back here this morning on the Tri-State Traffic Show. There we go. It is now the top of 8 o'clock on a Friday morning. Happy Friday, everyone. Thanks for dialing us in here on a little bit of a frosty start to the Friday morning drive. So let's do a reset here. We're going to 8:30 this morning, and let's go back and populate all of our incident pages, shall we? Inbound side of the Pulaski Skyway, just before the covered roadway. Watch for a crash there. Vehicle fire on the turnpike south of interchange 4. It's closer to 3, I think. We've got a vehicle fire on the shoulder. Westbound 46 is shut at the Netcong Circle with the traffic signal down there. So let's do this. We've done our sponsors for the morning. No, not the radar loop. What are the bridges and tunnels? See what that's doing to the Holland Tunnel. Still about 20, 25 at the Lincoln, and about 20 to 25 at the George. Now, the sensors here for the Holland Tunnel may not incorporate this, but it's right in there. Let's go to see if the cameras are working through here. No. Charlotte Circle. That's I can barely see that. All right, so they moved this camera. That's that left lane is shut here again, just before the covered roadway on the inbound Skyway to the Holland Tunnel. So it's going to probably run you another 10 minutes or so. So if you can get to the Bay Extension, I think it's going to be a little bit easier of the drive. This whole mess here at interchange 14, someday they're going to fix this whole interchange to make it a lot easier getting up to the Newark Bay Bridge. And both ways of 280 here in Newark, across the Stickle Drawbridge is heavy. North on the Parkway, heavy through Bloomfield. West on Route 3, getting out to Route 46. That is crowded. East on 46 out to Route 3. And a ton of traffic here on 80. I think something, I don't know, maybe something happened, but this shouldn't be this heavy. Let's go to the cameras along Route 80. So let's dial that in. See what we've got here at the Parkway is our first stop. Zoomed in there, but it's further to the west as the issues. That westbound side. Oof. Addison Avenue, there's definitely something going on. That should not be that heavy. I mean, that's barely even moving. 19. That's eastbound that heads away. It's right in here, right before Route 19. There is something's going on there. I guess this left lane is shut. Right there. But honestly, it looks like there's 2 lanes shut. That would make more sense if it's 2 lanes shut, not 1. Yeah, there's definitely some kind of an accident there. At least 2 lanes are closed there west on 80. So let's just widen this back down to normal size. That is going to be right in here. That makes sense because there's Route 19 and the camera is located right in here. They zoom that in. If my friends at DOT are watching, that's what we got going. 208 is heavy out of Goffle Road all the way into Route 4. Eastern Route 4 at Hackensack Avenue is busy. Both ways to 17 at Central Avenue and Rochelle Park. That is crowded. Eastbound on 280 off of 80, that is heavy. But 80 has been playing real nice here out through Morris County. From Roxbury, Dover, Rockaway, all the way to Parsippany, a little backed up into exit 42. East on 24, a little heavy here at Columbia Turnpike coming off of 287. Parkway, still some congestion into Kennel, into Cranford, I should say, but other than that, it's been fairly good. 78, we're fine. Looks like they wrapped up the road work west here at 22. 80 is quiet. 46, Hackettstown, Northwest Jersey. Again, this is where we may be seeing some of that frost on 206 in Sandyston, Wantage, Sussex. Take it over to Central Jersey now. Southbound on 287, south of exit 14 down to 12 is crowded. Parkway across the Driscoll Bridge, that is moving fine. Turnpike Parkway, Monmouth County, all good. Middlesex County on the Turnpike is fine. So is 195. As we make our way to 29 into the Trenton Tunnel, is just light congestion there. 295 is clear. Parkway all the way down the shore looks good. So does 55 until you get up to the 42 interchange. But this again is this Turnpike. Vehicle fire on the shoulder. Let's just go to the Turnpike cameras. I don't think that there's any cameras here. Let's see. South of 4, south of interchange 4 Plaza. So 3, north of 4. I don't know why a lot of traffic is getting off there like that. Interchange 4 is for Route 73. That's up here. Then interchange 3 is down here for 168 and Runnymede. It's kind of like halfway between the two. So that's why this is still being cleared both ways of the Turnpike as we head out to just south of interchange 4. That's really the biggest outstanding issue that I'm seeing. The 70 construction, I believe this is that water main break. Let's see if I'm right. Cooper Landing Road. Let's see if they've dialed this in here. No. Got it just on the normal shot. Cornell, can't see anything there. It's a little bit slow. Yeah, that's this emergency construction at Cooper Landing Road right there. There we go. That Turnpike is really getting hit hard with this vehicle fire. They may have closed down everything for to move in some emergency apparatus. So you're better off at 295, especially if you're coming out of Mount Holly, Burlington, Trenton. Stay the freeway here, literally the freeway on 295 instead of paying the toll on the Turnpike. Let's dial in New Jersey Transit. I get the feeling I sneeze and you just can't. Coastline, lots of delays here from a problem with some earlier police activity. I think closer towards north of Rahway. I'd say leaves at least a half an hour on the corridor in Coastline. Morrison, Essex, about 15 minutes late. Engineer availability. 710, Montclair State departure canceled. Hudson-Bergen Light Rail from 8th Street to Hoboken canceled. Okay. Path now. Hoboken 33rd, it's still delayed. Mechanical problems on a train at 33rd. Hoboken World Trade resumes normal service there. Back to the incident pages. Grand Central West just past the Cross Island. We have a crash. That's a breakdown. Deegan, north of West Fordham Road. Crash there. Hutch, south of Boston Post Road. We got a crash. 32. I think that's in Rockland County. No, that's way up in Orange County. Truck closure 32 both ways south of Hunter Street, Woodbury. Okay. Deegan has a crash at West Fordham Road. Okay. Go back to the maps. Up here. Go to the Deegan area in Cortland. Oops. So there's our crash. There's a crash northbound there. West Fordham Road. Okay, so we got that covered. We have this other issue here on the Deegan. Down in this location here. We did see that. Right there off the shoulder. That wreck. Gregory says it's a wreck. It's not really slowing thing. It's slowing it down, but there's no lanes taken out with that. Oh, the Grand Central here at the Cross Island. Looks fine to me. Whatever it was, I'm assuming is clear. And here's this Hutch accident here at Pelham Parkway, or Route 1, really. Let's go up there. Let's do this. So if I should be sitting right on it. Oof. Wow. There's a lot going on there. Oof. That's a tight squeeze there on that right side on the Hutch at Boston Post and Route 1. Your left lane is shut. But as we say in the traffic business, damage done all the way back to Yonkers. That's going to run you about a half an hour. Literally just as you come over Route 1. Is that a vehicle fire? No, it's just an accident. Interesting. So, yeah, so we're all jacked up there on the Hutch. If you can get over to the New England Thruway, we'll certainly provide some moderate relief. Staten Island, we're fine. Belt both ways into Cropsey Avenue is busy. Inbound Gowanus is just normal delays here. Verrazano heavy into Brooklyn. This is just typical stuff up to the Brooklyn Bridge. Battery Tunnel about 10 minutes. Midtown Tunnel about 20. LIE is heavy here. Normal spots to the fairgrounds. Westbound Grand Central actually looks great. Eastbound out of the interchange, Kew Gardens west on the Grand Central in the LIE is heavy. Then again out to LaGuardia, then heavier onto the RFK Triborough. East side a little bit heavy here from the 120s down into the 100s or so. West side is heavy off the George, and then north on the FDR Drive is busy getting into the Ed Koch Queensboro Bridge. Cross Island, lots of stop and go here from the southern on up to the Grand Central. Van Wyck both ways at Hillside is busy. West on the Belt, passing Kennedy, we're heavy. And then the Cross Island South passing Bayside Marina is busy. North on the White Zone Expressway, typical delays. But the Throgs Neck Bridge, that is good. Southern State heading east here at 14, accident gone. Little sun glare hitting the eyes at Meadowbrook, then again into 135. But Long Island, much lighter. I mean, this looks great. Just a little brake check at the exit 39 interchange. But Northern State, 135, north-south, everything is good. I mean, really hard-pressed to call it any kind of traffic until you get out to the Hamptons this morning, Hampton Bays, Southampton, Waterville, into Bridgehampton. And the North Shore is good. What also is good is one of our meteorologists in training, Greg over at the Weather Watchers group. He is going to be in the forecast center, and we're going to send it to him right now for a check of the forecast. Good morning.
So for our headlines today, we have a frost advisory for tonight with some beautiful fall weather this weekend, and we have some rain returning this Sunday. With our commute forecast for the AM commute at 6, 7, 8, be on the lookout for some frost. And for the PM forecast at 4, 5, and 6, we should be clear skies, nothing affected by the weather. So for today's highs, we're saying about the mid-60s. And for tonight's lows, we're going from the mid-30s to lower 50s. And for the future cast, as you can see, we're not going to really have anything until Sunday, which is when we're going to be possibly seeing that storms coming through, those showers. And for our 7-day forecast, for today, we're going to have a high of 65 and a low of 41. And then for tomorrow, we're going to be about the same. And Sunday is when we're going to see that risk of showers at 50%. And then through the rest of the week, we're looking pretty good until Wednesday when we have that 30% chance of rain again. All right, back to you, Don.
Thank you, Gregory, for the forecast this morning and all the work that the Weather Watchers group did all week long with some of the technical challenges. I so appreciate that here for the Tri-State Traffic Show and for our local access group as well. So thank you so much, especially the president, Mr. John Rocco. Thank him as well for all of the help in getting these reports to us. We'll see them back on the big broadcast on Monday, beginning at 7:15. Let's go into Connecticut now. And again, folks, it's, I don't want to take that camera out just yet. Let's go here. It's much lighter than it was even yesterday. So, this is Connecticut. Just kind of regular delays here this morning. Ordinary. Bridgeport, just a light brake check here. South of the 25, 95, we're heavy here. South of about 17, 18, all the way down into about exit 5. North is a little bit heavy here in Darien between 6 through 9. Merritt Parkway will go 40 down to 36, and then more congestion down through 33. Even that's beginning to thin out just a little bit. Let's go to Lower Westchester. Again, 287, some sun glare east of the bridge out to White Plains this morning. North on the Hutch at Weaver Street is crowded. We go to the Cross County Parkway both ways. And again, it's heavy going east, getting to the southbound Hutch because of that big crash here out at Route 1. Boston Post Road. You see the left lane is shut. Lots of emergency apparatus there. Spin it over to Tappan Zee Bridge. Things are be in good shape. Orange County, things are fine on the thruway. 84, Beacon, Brewster, Danbury, 684, Upper Westchester, Dutchess is going to be completely empty there. A refresh here in some of our reporting stations. Allentown has come up to a nice, warm, robust 30 degrees from 27. Let's dial in. Monticello was at 27, now 31 with the sun up. And we'll take a look at our observation list here. Newark Liberty at 44. Fair skies. Gabreski still at 37. 50 at LaGuardia. So we're coming up nicely there. 48 at Kennedy. 40 in Cedar Row. So nice fall feel to the air. Let's go to the MTA now here at 8:20. F train partially suspended. There is no F train service between Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue, and Kings Highway in both directions while we address the switch problem at Avenue X. Avenue X. Northbound F trains running on the D line from Coney Island, Stillwell Avenue to Broadway, Lafayette Street. Southbound F trains will end at Kings Highway or Church Avenue to provide northbound service. Okay. Rails now. Island Railroad, some delays here now on the Port Jeff branch. 735 train from Port Jeff doing to Penn Station at 9:25 is operating 10 to 15 late after being delayed because of equipment trouble. Okay, Metro North on or close, as they say. Back to New Jersey now. We'll just spin it again for the. Oh boy. Here we go. Now we're dealing with the problems. I told you that Turnpike southbound was going to be shut, and that's exactly what it is. This is a vehicle fire crash with injuries south of 4, between 4 and 3. That's why that's all tuned up. Now we got 322. We've got that shut here. All lanes are shut. Westbound Piney Hollow Road in Monroe. Westbound 46 is shut at the Netcong Circle. 280 east at New Road in Parsippany. Overturn tractor trailer on 78 east ramp to 29, 287. I don't know if this camera works or not, but we shall see here this morning. Boy, this New Jersey morning show is going to be another busy one. And unfortunately, this camera is not working. It hasn't worked in years. Let's see if this one here at Cedarbrook can grab anything. So the area in question we're talking to you about is right in here. So which ramp is closed is probably the ramp. Looks like the ramp going to the northbound side of 287. That is what is shut. Not good. That's a tough spot. And this other camera I don't think works either. Why would it? Let's go to 322. I don't think there's a camera here, but you never know. Sometimes they put new stuff in all the time. In Berryland. Who knew that there was a Berryland, New Jersey? Collings Lakes, New Jersey. Cecil, New Jersey. What the delay is here, because we're going to populate this turnpike. Bacchanal. Oofa, look at that turnpike. Whew. You got to avoid that, friends. You got to get the 295 in some capacity. That's why I think 73 is getting hit hard here, because people are bailing out at interchange 4 as the word gets out about the delays there. And I think that's what we saw on that camera earlier. 322. Mess. Yes, that's right in here. Piney Hollow Road. There it is. Piney Hollow. Back to the turnpike cameras. That's the Hutch going south of Boston Post. Here's the turnpike. Hit hard again. Oh, I'm going to go to the turnpike. There we go. North of 4 is okay. South of 4, believe that this, if I had to take a guess, this is south because this is the exit for 73. Makes sense why that was heavy earlier. South of the 4 Plaza, this is trying to get onto the turnpike. Interchange 3, look at this, a complete standstill. Why is that? Oh, this is trying to get onto the turnpike going north, I think. Can't see the signs. I take a guess that that will be going to the northbound direction. That's exactly what it is. This is that. Some were getting off here, so maybe they were getting off here. Maybe that's the exit for 3. It's right here. Camera. So now 295 is coming up some alternate volume here, heading south of 29. Wow. That's big problem. We'll continue to cover that on the New Jersey Morning Show coming up at the top of the broadcast. Transit, the only delay here is on the corridor. Still 20 to 25 there. You can budget some extra travel time. So Hudsonburg on light rail, 8th Street to Hoboken canceled with mechanical issues. And we'll finish up with Path this morning just to see how we've dialed them in. Got Hoboken 33rd still delayed. Bring up transit here, set myself up for the morning show. All right, friends, I think that's going to wrap it up for the week here. Again, traffic slightly lighter than what we maybe even saw last Friday. So maybe the work from home situation is doing its thing here. And I think the lip sync, hello, lip sync is off just a little bit. Poor computer. Got to find something. If anybody has any knowledge of computers and could maybe focus me in, I'd like to stick with the Mac, but maybe something with a dedicated graphics card for this that maybe would help us out. All right, so I want to thank all of you. Not made possible without all of our great viewers. We thank everybody for tuning us in here on the Tri-State Traffic Show this week. It's been yet another busy week here in the traffic world. And, certainly, if you can, tell all your friends to subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show here this morning. 113 subscribers. We're already at episode 117. We're going to looking for 200 subscribers in 200 episodes. So please pass it along to your friends and ask them to subscribe to the Tri-State Traffic Show. We're here at 113, again, going for 200 in 200 episodes. We're at episode 117. Do that. That would help John and myself out here in the Traffic and Weather Center so very, very much. And again, we thank all of our wonderful viewers who have already subscribed. So again, we thank them so much for joining us here each and every day, and especially our legacy right from the beginning. Alexandra, Anna, we thank you so much for supporting the channel and all the great support you give us here on the Tri-State Traffic Show. I certainly thank you so very much for that. Connor, one of our newest members of the chat room. Thank you, sir, for dialing us up. And if you can maybe pass the word along to some of your friends there at Middlesex College, that will be good. All right. So again, dial over to On New Jersey here this morning from the Jersey Morning Show beginning at the top of 9 o'clock. We also thank our sponsors, Shaved Cave, Maxim Motor Cars, Travels with Darley, and the Cranford Vanilla Bean Creamery for all of their wonderful support here since day one. Again, have a fantastic weekend. Certainly keep an eye to the sky eye for weather there on Sunday. Hopefully we get the car show in on Sunday. It's from 11 to 4. If you're in the Linden, New Jersey area, come on out. Hopefully, if the weather is good, we'll be there. My father and I will be there at our 2 cars in the show. It's at the Aviation Plaza Shopping Center off Routes 1 and 9 out by Linden Airport. The AMC Movie Theater. That is the final big car show of the year. So if you happen to be in that area, come on out, say hello. Join us for some fun. Again, starting at 11 a.m. on Sunday till 4. So hopefully the rain will hold off until later in the afternoon and that we can get the majority of the show in. So we shall see there. All right, friends. It's exactly 8:30 now. Again, tune in at 9 o'clock to On New Jersey. Have a fantastic Friday, terrific weekend. Drive safely. And again, as roadways maybe get wet later in the weekend, just obviously you want to slow it down all the time, but just be extra mindful there. All right, friends, have a great weekend. We'll see you on Monday morning.